Yeah, it's getting hotter with each one.
That's an addicting show. Like what?
Well, I've been watching things I'm too embarrassed to tell about.
Oh, he's the best. That's my
He's just
favorite.
a normal human. He's not a space marine. He's not anything special other than.
Yeah, a little bit better though, I think.
And like I said, my son's smelly enough.
We're never doing this again. We're gonna go make another drink.
Welcome everybody. I mean, I love that intro. I love
It makes me laugh. And my favorite part is that you put the my son's smelly enough for me. You know,
yeah, that's right.
I appreciate that.
That's right. We are Midlife Vices, the Booster Gold YouTube shows. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you're here, yeah,
if you're joining us, welcome.
Yeah, exactly. If you're here, you are. If not, then you didn't see the welcome. Jason's he's my favorite part. Yeah, that just cracks me up. Now, if you put the show together, then you can decide where the smelly comments go.
Yeah, I know that had to take some editing on your part too. So
it took some time looking through some videos for sure.
Yeah, I'm impressed you did that.
Yeah, that was. I have a lot of free time. What you been up to?
Nothing. No.
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah. Have a good I mean, not a lot of important stuff, although I've been pretty busy. I can't remember why we didn't do a show last week, but I wasn't home. Oh, I had, yeah, I had stuff going on last week, so we didn't do anything. Yeah, I have nothing to say. I haven't had a whole lot going on to talk about anyway. Not till we get to like the best of the week and stuff. So
right,
and it's going to be the best of 2 weeks. So
it is. Oh yeah, that's right, man. I don't know if I have that much stuff. Huh.
Well, you got some stuff.
I do. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I got some stuff.
I've seen half of your stuff.
You have indeed. So, yeah, for us, just work is slow still. We're going to be. This is going to be the last week.
Being retired. It's pretty slow.
This will be our last week for 3 weeks. We're going to shut the bar down to do some cleaning and inventory, and like it's all like wood logs inside, so we have to oil all the walls and soap and oil the walls. And
so the bar that's open 3 days a week.
Yes.
You have to close it down to clean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, it's all volunteer stuff. So we just want, the walls are going to take a while. We don't want to have to rush to have stuff back ready to go after 4 days. So it's going to take us a couple weeks. There's some repairs that have to be made, some spraying for, we got some carpenter ants. So yeah, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Fix a sink, etc. So yeah, I'm going to have 3 weeks where I'll probably be busier at work, not getting paid for it than I am when I actually have to go to work, if that makes any sense. So
you need a new job.
No, no, I don't. No. Other than that, we've been getting a little bit of snow here and there. Not a lot. It'll snow every night, like 2 inches, and it's really wet snow, but then it's gone by.
We got to 60 degrees today.
Yeah, we've been getting close to fit. That's crazy. Yeah.
Unreal.
So yeah. Other than that, not a lot. Oh, I've started taking all my action figures and stuff out of my comic book room and boxing them up, and trying to decide if I'm going to start putting the train in there. Start building
in the boxes or in your comic room.
in the train room.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
right. Yeah. So we'll see. But so that stuff's been there for a while, and now it's all getting boxed up. So that's kind of a little traumatic.
Well, in your train room,
you
should do the train, which we've been talking about for 3 years.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I will send you miniatures that I painted.
There you go.
For 3 years.
In about 3 years, yeah.
Yeah. And then this would be the room. This would be Steve and Jim's extra hobby room.
Steve and Jim running the train.
Instantly, this is my favorite show.
Oh man. Oh.
Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. Makes me cry.
Oh, I blame the drink. I blame the drink.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was okay.
that was-
Oh, Jason, I'm
So-
hope you're enjoying this because that was funny.
so that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's going to be fun. putting it all
Running
together.
the train is always fun.
I don't know how to
be
carry,
finished.
I don't know how to carry on from that. I really won't. Yeah. Let's just
Oh, just a couple of seconds ago, it was the best of the week. Oh, my cheeks hurt.
I know that was
That was all right. Yeah. All right. So
that's
best,
the title of our next episode.
my cheeks hurt. Yeah.
What do you have for your best of the week? Watch Red.
Okay, so 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So my best would be the Well of Ascension, the second book of the Mistborn.
Yes.
Now, some jerk here couldn't wait till I had the third book. and went ahead
Well,
and
you
read
were
the
reading
third
some
book
other
too.
book.
What's that?
You're reading some other book, so
I'm reading like 3 books I don't like right now. That's what makes me sad. And I'm just waiting until the 23rd till I pick up the Well of
Right.
Ascension. Or not the Heroes of Eight. The Heroes,
Hero of Ages.
Hero of Ages.
Hero of Ages. Yes.
So anyway, the Well of Ascension, the second book in the Mistborn. So after reading the first book, I wasn't 100% sure. 100% certain. I wasn't certain I was going to continue the series,
Yeah.
and then, well, I did obviously, and boy, am I glad I did. That second book was fantastic.
Mm.
It was everything the first book was, but more.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, and I won't give any spoilers away for the third book, but every book is a step up for me, and that's pretty
That's
unusual. Yeah, but Well of Ascension. Yeah, there's some moments in that where you just feel really bad for some people, knowing that they got bamboozled and just stuff that's happening that makes you go, holy cow, that's
Yeah, and I've already talked to you. There's something in the second book that I was like, why? And then you say it's answered in the third book, and I want to read that so much more now. So
yeah.
next week, that will take the place of all 3 books I'm reading now, and then I will finish that in 2 days, and have to go back to 3 weeks of finishing these last 3 books.
Yeah. I mean, the characters, man, you need to read the third one so we can talk about it.
Well, there's so the characters, like, still for me, the characters in the Lives of Locke Lamore are
Mhm.
easily above those ones for Mistborn for me.
Right.
But the story in the Mistborn, particularly the third Lives of Locke Lamore, wasn't my favorite story. The third
Right.
one. But I love the characters so much that I'm going to read anything that they do.
Yeah.
Now, Mistborn, while I may not like the characters quite as much, I like a couple of the characters almost as much as I do the other book, but the story is better. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
It feels like there's an actual continuation from book to book, where in the Lives of Locke Lamora, it's a little more disjointed, even though
Right.
there's a continuation. Obviously, it's not as well planned out, I don't think, as Mistborn. Mistborn's that story arc is great.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's up there, like immediately at the top of my trilogy list for sure. In addition to that, restarted
Dark Force Rising.
there you go. Thank you. Dark Force
Welcome.
Rising. Yeah, thank you. Loving it so far. I actually like this one better than the first one, I think.
So the first one is one I've probably read the most,
Yeah,
but the second one was always my favorite.
yeah.
And
It
I
feels
don't
like
know-
more is happening. There's stuff happening. The story is progressing. The characters that you didn't know are getting fleshed out more. Yeah, so it's really good. Really enjoying
Yeah,
it. And what's weird is going from Mistborn to this, where Mistborn was like a 25-hour audiobook, like 20 at 1.5 or whatever, and this starts out at 9. So I'm already halfway through.
Couple days.
So it's going to go quick.
That's what makes fantasy books, well, good fantasy books, fantastic. Is that when you buy them on Audible and you listen to
Uh-huh.
them, it can take you a while to listen to it, and it's enthralling for a week and a half.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Depending on how much time you get to listen.
yeah,
Whereas like the Star Wars books, if you're listening an hour a day, well, I guess that's still a week and a half. But I mean, if you're listening over that,
Yeah.
it's the good fantasy books feel like money well spent.
right.
And so I am currently listening to The Will of the Many, which
Uh-huh.
was a pretty popular fantasy book that came out in 2023. It has not been my favorite book so far.
Yeah,
And I don't know why. It just hasn't gripped me like it seems to grip other people that I watch YouTube videos of and take
Right.
recommendations. Maybe it will by the end. I don't know, but not yet. It's kind of a chore to be listening. No, I walk, so when I'm walking, I'm listening to it. So it gives me something to listen to while I walk. So that's a good thing.
yeah.
But I guarantee you, the Hero of Ages will be cutting in front of it here in a couple of days.
I hope that I hope that you like it as much as I did, for sure.
Oh, I'm certain I will, because
Yeah.
I'm attached to Ellen.
Uh-huh.
He was my favorite character in the first book, and he was a pretty minor
Right.
character in that book.
Yeah.
So I did not expect him to be as big of a part of the story as he is.
Right.
And then Breeze is also a character I love.
He's great. Breeze is great.
He's just so laid back, and I'm kind of curious how he comes back from what happened to him in book 2. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
looking forward to
he's the way the voice actor does his voice, I think, makes his character like he's just
It's
so
fun.
nonchalant about
Yeah,
everything.
that's funny. I was gonna say it's nonchalance coolness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Have you watched anything?
we've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec.
Yeah. Yeah. Great show.
That's moving up towards my favorite TV shows.
I love your.
It's funny every time I watch it.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So I would start it by throwing it on at night, and Heather would be reading, and I can tell when a show's good when we're watching it, and Heather's laughing out loud, and she's
Yeah.
trying not to watch it.
Right.
So it kind of happened today. I threw House on today, which I haven't
Uh-huh.
watched House in years.
Right.
And so an episode came on of House, and she was trying to read, and I kept catching her watching TV. And I was like, well, you're into this episode, aren't you? And she's like, yeah, it's good. It's intriguing. And so it's neat when stuff,
Grabs your attention.
it's really neat when stuff excites my wife.
Yes, if only. Yeah. So yeah, we've been watching. We just watched The Night Agent on Netflix. It's kind of like this was its first season. It's 10 episodes. It's almost like it's a 24 type show. So it's about stuff going on at the White House and conspiracies going on there and that sort of thing. So it was really good. We finished that. Really liked it.
Nice. How do you know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's a good one. What else? Oh,
Oppenheimer.
True Detective season 4,
Mhm.
which I posted on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that. That I really liked it. I just don't know that I understood what was going on. So, the last episode wasn't my favorite, but overall the series was good. So that's one of those, I guess, answer. We had that question a couple weeks ago. Does a bad finale ruin the series? No, it doesn't.
No.
Maybe if a series is totally dependent on the finale. And then we
Well-
watched. Oh, go ahead.
So I kind of have a theory with that. If it's a drama,
Yeah,
it's possible
yeah,
because a drama I think is building.
yes.
If it's a sitcom and a comedy, no.
No,
Like-
much more episodic, right?
Yeah, I mean, it you're not there because you cared how he met his mother.
right.
You know, even though I hated that finale, I can still go back and watch a lot of those episodes. And
Oh
still-
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know, it that wasn't why I was there. If that's why you're watching a sitcom,
yeah,
you might take life too seriously for me.
yeah. Dramas, you're not going to like Lost or The Sopranos, or you're not just going to go watch random episodes, just because you love the episode, or just because it's on. Right? You're going to want to watch the whole season at least, probably. Or yeah, with sitcoms for sure. Episodes.
Yeah, it's why I find dramas hard to rewatch
yeah,
because you're kind of there for the whole thing,
right.
if you go back to it.
Sure. Yeah, you have to. And then we watched Oppenheimer. It was definitely 3 hours.
I figured that.
Definitely. Yes, it was definitely 3 hours. I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me at all.
I mean, I know it's not going to be for me. For one, it's 3 hours.
Yeah. Now the historical side of it, the history part of it was cool to learn a lot of the stuff. It's just everything else was, I don't know. There's too many scenes where it's like, why are you doing that with this scene? Like, just, it doesn't have to be all this stuff going on in the main character's mind or whatever. I don't need to see, that sort of stuff.
So
Yeah, that just wasn't for me.
I'm assuming he's dead.
He is now, yes.
I'm assuming he didn't talk to the director about all the stuff that was going on in his head and why he was doing stuff.
Right.
So my biggest problem with stuff like this is the movie The Perfect Storm is what really brought this out in me.
Uh-huh.
It's a movie about a bunch of people on a ship that died and no one knows what happened on that ship, and they made a drama out of it, and they
Right.
made all stuff up.
Yeah.
They don't have a clue.
Yeah, I
It's-
think the one that I think of when you mentioned that was there's a horror movie that takes place. It's based on a true story. It's American tourists that are in Australia, and they get kidnapped.
Blair Witch Project.
No, they get kidnapped and kept in this house by this guy and tortured and all this stuff. And they were actual tourists that this happened to, but all that they actually know is that they got taken and that they got killed. And the rest of the story is just all made up. Nobody could possibly know what happened, but it's pushed off as like a biopic or a true story, or
Yeah, based on
just
true
not
events,
based- right,
which people
Right.
always just assume it's a true story.
right.
No, it's not.
It's all made up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, these people existed. These people died.
Right.
In between,
yeah.
you're rolling the dice.
Yep.
So
It's like asking a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old the alphabet, right? And they could tell you the first letter and the last letter if you asked them, but as they're going through it, it's
and
gonna be
they
all-
know MMOP is in there.
yeah, LMNOP, but everything else is kind of, yeah. So, so that was interesting. But I mean, I watched it. I'm glad. I don't know. We watched it. I'll never watch it again. It's one of those I'll never need to see. Anyway, but yeah, that Night Agent's really good if you like that kind of conspiracy theory type TV show. Other than that, Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something else we watched, but it doesn't matter. I can't think of it anyway.
All right. Next
So,
week.
Yeah, next week for sure.
Oh, yes. Wow.
I got this in today.
Oh, nice. Oh, Samwise Gamgee.
Yes, he just dropped off of Diamond Select, and so got him, and he arrived today. My next 2 Hobbits are up for pre-order. I'm not going to pre-order them. I'll wait till they drop and then buy them. But
Yeah. So who do you have left, Merry and Pippin, or?
yeah, it's only left. Those would be the only 2 I buy, unless I find Legolas and Gimli on really good price, because I would like to get the main bad guy.
The main bad guy in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, can't think of him right now. I am drawing a blank.
Darth Vader?
That's it.
Yeah. Sauron?
Sauron. Thank you.
There you go.
Yes, I have half of them built back there.
Right.
So if I can find the other figures, I will. If not, I'm not too worried about it.
Nice. I've got, I don't think I've showed this before. This is my, while I'm putting stuff away in my boxes, this is my Batgirl. Oops, on the motorcycle. Almost broke her. She got the little grappling hook there in her right hand. And yeah, so it's a pretty cool character.
Now, is that an action figure on it, or is that a statue?
Yeah, no, it's an action figure.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can have her by herself or on the bike.
You can have her by herself or on the cycle.
Like, exactly. Stop. Yeah.
You started it.
I did. I know.
You were the engine of this train.
Choo, choo. All right. Let's tonight's list. I didn't even mention what tonight's list is because we got into talking about other stuff first. Tonight's list, we are doing our top 10 TV, movie, food related restaurants, foods, that type of thing. From there you go. That we would like to eat, or where we'd like to try, where we'd like to go to.
I might actually give something that I would like to try at all the restaurants. That's what I do.
Oh, there you go. You know more than I did. I struggled getting 10. But the 10 I have are legitimate, so it's not like I had to make any up.
Better than illegitimate.
Yeah. Number 10.
Every time. And of course, I didn't number mine. I just went with 10. Number 10 for me is Los Polos from Breaking Bad.
I almost put that one on there. Yeah.
And let's see. 100% I'll be getting the chicken.
You think so? From the chicken place?
Well, I was thinking like I'm a huge fan of mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But not a fan of fast food mashed potatoes.
Right, because they always taste like they're powdered or dehydrated or
yeah.
Instant
is what they taste.
Instant. Like. There you go. Thank
you.
So
yeah, it'd definitely be probably a spicy chicken.
I did not put this on my list because I was thinking, like, what are my odds of getting killed in a gun, crossfire or something in one of those restaurants?
Anybody get killed in the Los Polos restaurant?
No, but the odds are pretty good. Like,
well,
actually,
no one did.
Right?
The odds are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know how odds work.
If 0 out of 200.
Yeah.
It's the likeliness of it happening are higher than they are at other restaurants, just because of what the business is going on.
What restaurant? What city?
My number 10. I will go with the $5 shake
Okay, that might have been my number 1, but I'm going to make that
Oh,
my
okay.
number 9. So
Okay. So what's funny about this is that they shoot just the way they talk about the shake and all the other food in that movie. They do a great job talking about it. It seems to be featured quite a bit. But what cracks me up is at the time a $5 shake was like a ridiculous price for a shake, and now, I mean,
Pretty
that's pretty standard for a basic shake. So that would be like a $15 shake now. But I mean, it looks that's just a great scene.
well, and it's not even the milkshake that I like. It's the
No.
atmosphere of the restaurant. you
Yeah.
know? It's just
It's very
fantastic.
groovy. Very groovy.
Who wouldn't want to go there?
Who wouldn't?
I'm trying to.
And the likelihood of having to inject somebody with adrenaline through the heart the odds are very low. So
Wait, it's like 1 for 1. It's like 100%. You really don't know how this works.
well, if it's 0 out of 200, 200 is higher than 1 for 1. Like
Yeah, but we only follow 1 people. How do you know none of those other people how to do it?
they could have. They could have. All right. Do you know the name of that restaurant?
Jackrabbit Slims?
That's right. There you go. I think you're right.
So that was
you're
my
going
number
with that
9.
for your number 9.
That would,
Okay,
that would be it, yeah.
Okay, my number 9. I am going with
Okay.
Arnold's.
This is also
I want
on
to
my,
eat at Arnold's.
This is also on my list.
Okay. This is going to go quick.
Okay. So
Now, let me ask with your number 9 for Pulp Fiction, is that what the food you would have as the shake, or would you go for something else?
I would go for something bloody as hell.
Okay, that's right. There you go. Perfect.
That's what it was, right? Burnt to a crisp,
Yes.
bloody as hell, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd buy the milkshake. I'm not a big dessert person at a restaurant.
No? Oh,
I say no, but like if I went to Dairy Queen, I would.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but I'm definitely getting food.
So I can't think of anything specific at Arnold's, but it would be cool to hang out with the Fonz.
Well, didn't he want people to always order the fish because it was starting to turn?
That's right. You're right. Yes. Yeah. Good call. Good call. Yeah. So I don't know if
Yeah.
I want to try the fish. Maybe just some fries.
Yeah, I think fries. I think I'd get a milkshake there.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, at a real soda fountain. Yeah. That would be pretty good.
I have a feeling that the rest of this list is going to be you saying something to me, going, "Okay, that's my next one too." So,
I feel like you're cheating.
I'm not. I can show my list if you want.
So that was my number 9 is Arnold's from Happy Days, if you don't know.
So my number 8 is Arnold's from Happy Days.
Okay. I would want to be there when either Laverne and Shirley came in or when Mort came in.
Well, I mean, the Mork episode is one of my favorite episodes of TV ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you want me to do the number 7, and then
No, it's my number 8 still.
yeah, you want me to
Your-
do? Yeah, I guess you have to. I guess you have the lead.
Okay. So my number 8, I'm going to go with Big Belly Burger. This is the DC Comics restaurant that's in pretty much everything, including like all the Flash TV show. They hang out there. They go there quite a bit to get their burgers. And yeah, I would definitely have a burger at Big Belly Burger. So that would be a fun one to go to.
I would have
You
like
might run into
5
us.
of them. They're 19 cents.
You might. I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Yes,
Okay, so that is not on my list.
that's my number 8 restaurant I would like to go to. Here we go. Number 7.
My number 7, I'm going upscale here. I'm going to Melville's at Cheers.
Nice.
Yeah, so I bought a shirt for this restaurant because I enjoy I guess background businesses and shows. I mean,
Well, yeah, like your shirt, right?
yeah,
You're wearing a
I
shirt,
enjoy
so-
shirts like that. That's not necessarily
Yeah.
the main thing of the show.
Right.
So yeah, Melville's.
Plus, the host was the owner of the restaurant.
What was his name? Duncan? No.
No, the bald guy.
Yeah, he dated Carla. Yeah.
That's right. They had that weird relationship. It was like,
I can't remember his. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts.
John Allen Hill. That's right, John Allen Hill.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
No,
Nope. But yeah, I would like nothing better than to go upstairs, say I need a table for 3, 2, whatever it is, 4, 6.
three.
Depends how big the train is that night. And then be put on the waiting list and go downstairs and have a beverage and then go. And I would
Yeah, that's pretty.
I would get it's a seafood restaurant, so I would probably get either the halibut or the salmon.
Good choice. I did not go for Melville's, but for my number 7, I will the Hungry Heifer.
Oh, nice. I thought you were going to go
They
with
had-
food. It was like
No.
I took some places off my list because I didn't think they served food.
So at the Hungry Heifer, it would have to be. I think it's called the carnivore meal, which is just a bunch of meats on a plate. And I love it because that's the first time I'd ever heard anybody talk about having the meat sweats. Was Norm talking about it after coming back from Hungry Heifer? Yeah, and it got closed down and reopened, and they actually.
Take Ron Swanson with love.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think they only went there like once, right? And was it closed when they went there?
Yeah, you never saw
Yeah.
the restaurant.
No. So,
At least
Hungry Heifer. Not quite the standard of Melville's, but probably,
that's a great pick. I like that pick.
probably
I
a
like
swell
that pick
time.
a lot.
All right.
All right, number 6. I'm going to beat you to it. Let's go to Central Perk.
Okay.
Just to
I
get
did
a-
not put Central Perk on there, but
just to get a muffin because
just to get a muffin. Who's serving the muffin?
Phoebe's sister.
Oh, Ursula.
Yes,
She doesn't work there.
she does in this made up scenario. I can go there.
Just don't get the muffin. I think was it Rachel that licked the muffin that one day?
And Ursula did porn.
Yes. But she did. Like somebody ordered and then they made some crack about her and then yeah, she either spit on it or okay.
And it wasn't even his muffin.
No, it wasn't. It was it was somebody else's.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
There's
Moving
some
on.
gems in this episode already, I'm telling you.
Sorry, Jim's mom. So sorry.
She don't know that name.
My number 6. Oh, I'm sure she does. She's not a.
I'm sure she does.
What? That's not what I meant. Oh man, I'm sorry. Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Pretty much anything. This is the lemon teacup, lemon sugar teacup right there, which makes it look just delicious. You have the chocolate
That's
fountains.
the best picture you can come up with.
That's it. Yeah, there was a bunch, but that was the.
Everything.
That's great. Look at him. He's like, yeah. The stuff you drink that makes you float. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, everything there is edible.
Yes.
So that is my number 6.
My number 5 is McLaren's Pub, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and mostly because it's a bar I'd want to go to, and then you could also order food. So, what would I get there? I would get the blood shots that they think Carl's a vampire for giving them. Well, that's a drink. What would I get there as far as food? I don't know because
It's a pub food, so they probably have fish and chips or
yeah, but I'm trying to remember the
quesadillas
double date that they went as the parrot and the pirate, and then
uh-huh.
Robin and her boyfriend went, and yeah, your filet mignon kicks my something's butt. Anyway, I
Right.
can't remember.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can't remember either one of them. So I don't know what I would get there. Probably curly fries.
Well, that sounds good.
It does sound good.
Oh, you posted that picture of the hot sauces this week. That was something else you did.
Oh, yes, I bought 8 rather large 20-ounce containers of one of the hot sauces we had on the show.
I'm still working my way through all of them a little bit at a time. I'm on a kick right now with the Cuban, classic Cuban. It's really mild, but it tastes really good. So that's kind of what I've been stuck on. To that bottle's almost gone now. Here and there. All right, that was your number 5. Was
Yep.
yeah, cool. My number 5. I'm going with from Harry Potter, the butter beer. And actually eating it's not a restaurant, but the school hall would be a great place to eat. But that butter beer, I actually looked up. They've got some recipes for actually how to make it.
I haven't even seen this place yet.
This isn't like a spoiler. Like this doesn't ruin. This is somebody's house.
Ron Weasley is like 30 years old in that picture. It's not a spoiler. I know they all live.
I think this is from the 3rd one or 4th one. 3rd one, maybe.
Why is it when I look at that picture, I think train?
I know. Hermione's like a little. Yeah.
Anyway.
But the recipe for that drink sounds delicious. And there's
what?
actually the recipe for that drink, the butter beer.
Oh, you've had it?
I guess it's not a food. That's kind of cheating, but whatever. Yeah. It's like a butterscotch flavored drink that I watched a few YouTube videos of people making it by the recipe that supposedly it was made from in the show, and everybody loves it. So, yeah. My
Nice.
number 5 is the butter beer from Harry Potter. Dude, it's 25 years old. Spoilers are... if that's the worst spoiler you've seen from one of the movies.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm not worried about that, but I just didn't want to hear anything. And it's kind of a running gag. Anytime anyone does anything Harry Potter, I cover my ears.
So when Harry drinks this, he dies.
He resurrects himself. Number 4, I am going to go off script in my list here. I'm going with the Paunch Burger from Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, I almost had that one. Almost.
And mostly because I want the child size small drink. You know, the average size of a small child.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they got the 3 sizes, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cups.
And then sugar water.
Right.
Yeah.
That show.
This show's great.
And of course, you would try the Paunch Burger, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if they have like a bacon cheeseburger. That's what I would go
I'm
for.
sure they do.
Well, that's what I'm going for.
All right. My number 4. Oh, unless you got more to say about that.
No, just say I was going to have some salty fries on the side.
No soup for you. This soup from the Soup Nazi in Seinfeld is so good that Jerry passes up a date with a pretty hot chick to go stand in line and get turned down for getting the soup. So that soup must be delicious, and I want to try it.
I like soup as much as the next guy, I'm not sure I like soup enough to wait in line for it.
That's what makes me want to try it. Like, how good is it? Like, if people are waiting in line for it, if people are waiting in line for it, it's got to be good, right?
So you would risk waiting in line for bad soup for good soup?
Yes. Dude, I don't have a job. I got free time. Like, I mean, it's not like I just got an hour for lunch and I got to hurry back, right?
Oh, I like it.
I'm in New York. What else do I have
That's
to do?
probably the best endorsement you can give anything. I don't have a job.
It's like on The Simpsons, the line ride. You probably haven't seen that episode.
Nope, I haven't seen 90%.
They go to a theme park, and one of the lines is called the line ride, and it's just like this long line that's people stand in for like 3 hours before they get to the front, and that's it. There's no ride. It's just
the line ride. Nice.
Yeah. So I want some of the Soup Nazis soup. That was number 4, right? Yes, it was.
Yes. Number 3, let's go with Mel's Diner from Alice.
I almost put that one.
Kiss My Grits. And that's
Kiss
the only
My
reason I'm
Grits.
really going.
That's right.
But I would get a pie. I would get a piece of pie.
Yeah, I think they have some good pies there. Peach pie, probably. It is the South, so maybe an apple cobbler.
If you know what I mean.
That place, that's like the definition of a diner, like a greasy roadside truck stop. There's probably some stuff in your food that you don't want to be eating. It
I mean,
just
so I don't
happens.
know. Like growing up, this show
Mhm.
was extremely popular in
Yeah.
my life. You know, I don't know if it was in the world, but
It was, yeah.
in my grandparents, my
Mhm.
parents. I mean, we all knew Kiss My Grits, and
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to have has went through time very well. Like
Right. Kind of
like the Newhart show did. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Mary
Yeah,
Tyler
I mean,
Moore.
Valerie Harper was very popular for a while, but not. It's kind of like
You know what I want to
the
say?
other
after Valerie
comedies,
Harper?
like
PTA.
yeah, Harper Valley PTA.
I want to say Valerie
Almost.
Harper PTA.
But yeah, there was a lot of those shows about that time, and Facts of Life, and that were great at the time. But
Well, see, I
aren't really.
think Back to Life made a pretty good transition through time.
Think so?
Yeah, when I think I don't know, maybe not, but to me it holds a relevance as far as TV, where I don't
Right.
exactly think Alice did.
Yeah. I don't even know if they show it anywhere.
Do you remember the show Valerie?
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm thinking of that right now, but Sandy Duncan ended up taking over for the actress that she passed away or something. during the
Valerie
show.
Harper.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah.
Was that the name of the show,
What?
Valerie Harper?
Yeah. I know. That's
Okay. Never mind.
so when she died. Yeah.
Yeah, so Sandy Duncan took over, and then, but I remember watching that show, and it don't seem to have went through time well either, like Alice.
Right. I'm just trying to make sure here. 'Cause I might have that wrong. But I'm pretty sure. I know which Sandy Duncan one you're talking about.
Yeah, she took over for a show called Valerie,
Yes.
and then they changed the name.
Yeah, it was. So she played Valerie Hogan on Valerie. Valerie Harper did. And then Sandy Duncan took over.
And then they
As the
changed the
step-
name to something. I can't remember what.
Sandy Duncan, Valerie. The Hogan family.
The Hogan.
Yeah. 'Cause it was, Valerie Hogan was,
Okay.
that was her name. So, yeah. And that had, who was the little kid on that show? That very popular kid, right?
And Alice?
No, on Valerie or the Hogan family.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Jason Bateman. That's right. Jason Bateman was on it. had a lot. Holy
I mean,
cow!
I know who Jason Bateman is, but I don't remember.
Yeah. You don't remember the show at all?
Nope.
Let's see.
No, I mean, I just remember her standing at a counter.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty much it for the big names. So. Yep. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. All right. So, Mel's Diner was
Yes.
your number 3. My number 3, I will go with. I want to try a Michael Scott pretzel on Pretzel Day. So Michael gets all the toppings on his pretzel.
You had to do this on a week where I don't have the pretzel day.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's such a great episode. That's just not this picture here, but the one where they're standing in line and Stanley's just got the biggest smile on his face, just like I said, only 364 more days. He goes to work for a year so that he can go here that one day, and you can just see the joy in his eyes. And but that pretzel, the Michael pretzel with all the toppings, yeah, give that a try.
Well, soft pretzels are fantastic.
They are. That's my favorite part about walking into a mall. Is the pretzel stand. We never buy one, or rarely, but just the smell of it.
Auntie M's.
Auntie M's, yeah. It's good stuff.
It is. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Number 3. Let's go with Saved by the Bell, the Max. And this would be more so when I was younger.
This should be number 2. This is your number 2, I think. Didn't I click on number 2?
Yes, it is number 2.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
More so when I was younger than now. Now I would just be annoyed by all the teenagers there.
Yeah.
But I just remember as a kid watching that show being like, I wish I had a place like that.
Did she sing I'm so excited? No, that was in the hallway, wasn't it? It wasn't in the restaurant.
That was in Zach's room.
The apartment, the room, right. That's right. That's right. I was thinking it was in the
I think it was
restaurant.
Zach's room, or it's her room, and Zach was in her room.
Right. Yeah. What a great show.
Mm-hmm. Practicing for that future movie she did.
Showgirls?
There we go.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember some scenes.
Yeah, me too. That's about it. Yeah, she didn't go too far after that, did she? Like that was kind of her big break there, and
That was her.
based on that
Back in the
movie,
show.
yeah. So, what would you have at the max?
Again, probably a burger and fries.
There you go.
I mean, I can't
Sure.
imagine. Maybe chicken tenders.
Okay.
I had to put a hand up.
Chicken tenders with ranch or honey mustard?
No, I don't do ranch on chicken tenders. I do
No.
barbecue sauce or hot wing sauce or something like that.
Yeah. All right.
Honey mustard, even.
Yeah.
I like ranch, but not on chicken.
Right. I like it on hot. I like it with hot chicken wing with hot wings,
Okay, so I will
Right.
give you that. That's really good.
just as a
Okay.
cooling agent.
So I will make. I will do chicken nuggets in the stove, and I will put them in a wrap, and put hot sauce and then a little bit of ranch on it, and wrap it up. Yeah,
That sounds good.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't like to brag, but I'm quite the cook.
You are. Sounds like it. All right. My number 2. I'm hoping that's not your number 1.
Probably. Well, but probably. Yeah.
That's the shirt here.
Yeah.
JJ's Diner, world famous waffles, and I would try the waffles.
Oh, 100%. I'm trying to waffles. I would get the waffles and every egg they had.
Every egg white. Every egg white.
Egg white, yeah. You're right. My cholesterol went down.
Did. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're like the Dirk
Diggler?
Diggler of cholesterol.
Diggler of cholesterol.
You can make it go up and down on command.
That's not Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, it is.
It's Dwight Schrute.
It was Dirk Diggler too. When he's standing there, he's auditioning, and they're like, "Okay." He's like, "No, what's your special?" He's like, "I watch what I can do." Yeah, on command. It's also Dwight Schrute. That's right, but it was Dirk Diggler first. It was Marky Mark first. Yeah.
Okay. I am the Dirk Diggler of cholesterol. I'm telling my doctor that.
We need a
He's
T-shirt.
gonna be impressed.
We gotta make you a T-shirt.
Get this Vance off my shirt.
That's right. Dirk Diggler of cholesterol. Oh, that's my number 2. It was also your number 1.
Well,
my
but you know
number
what?
1
Here, I do have another one here. So
Okay.
I think. Well, I'll throw it out there since you had that one. The Big Kahuna Burger in any Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks like that is a tasty burger.
That is a tasty burger. Yeah.
Can I have a Sprite to wash down this tasty burger? Yeah, so I enjoy that because it's in almost every one of his movies, and it really makes that and the cigarettes, golden apple, candy apple. Well, I can't remember, but yeah, I get a kick out of this fictitious burger stand that he invented, and I want one.
Gotcha.
That's number 1.
My number 1 is just completely obvious here, and it was actually one of the things you mentioned.
Can't believe I forgot that.
The cheesecake. Well, when we came up with the topic, you're like, so like cheesecake from Friends, or
So yeah, my wife came up with this topic.
yeah,
Plus,
Mama's Little Bakery, right?
plus, it looks like Rachel's looking a muffin.
That big conglomerate, that big cheesecake conglomerate, Mama's Little Bakery. The cheesecake from there looks delicious. And of course, what makes this great is that Joey just happens to have the fork. And
That's my favorite scene in any Friends episode.
Does not hesitate to just pull out, what are we having?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide my favorite scene still. There's that one, and then there's also the stupid man on my phone. I love that scene just because me and my wife use that all the time for anything. We step on a Lego. Stupid Legos on our floor.
Yeah. That's a good scene.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
That's Rachel's dad on the phone, right? Yeah. Yeah, because she just told him she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But this cheesecake, of course, it doesn't look so good on the floor, but I'm guessing if they're willing to eat it off the floor. And of course, right before that, where Rachel's like, after you take your pick, there's no taking any back, no sharing.
And then she drops it.
And then she drops it. He's like, oh, and then she knocks it on the floor. Yeah, that's just a great scene. And Joey walks up. Yo, what are we having?
Yep, that's
it's perfect.
Love it.
Those are the top 10 food-related stuffs, food-related things from TV and movies.
Which we managed to slip in a lot more. We managed to slip in a lot more in that.
That's right. A lot of double entendres happening. Why did that? Oh, we just watched the Modern Family episode where they go to France, and
I'm trying to remember that episode.
What? He dresses up like the clown. What's his name? The bigger guy.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember his name, but
yeah. But Jay and not Jay. God.
Well, Jay's the dad.
Yeah, the dad, Jay and what's her name? They're role playing, so they're making up names and they put on name tags and they're out at the restaurant eating with the fake names as part of the role playing for Valentine's. It's a Valentine's Day episode.
And there was
a, yeah,
Oh, I don't remember that episode now.
yeah.
Interesting. You have to
Yeah.
go back and watch that one again. The Valentine's episodes, the ones with Clive and his wife. I can't remember his wife's name, fake name in the episode.
That's what I'm talking about. They were using the fake names.
Okay. Then his name's not Clive; it's Phil or Phil Dunphy. Phil Dunphy. Yeah.
Why did I say Jay?
Jay's the dad.
Oh, the dad, Phil. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
And Claire. Phil and Claire.
Thank you.
Phil and
Yeah.
Claire and man, I can't remember the guys' names.
Cameron Mitchell.
Cam.
Cameron and Mitchell.
Cam makes me laugh.
Oh yeah, there was the one with where his football buddies were over staying with him, and he just goes total bro, drinking and yelling, and yeah, that was hilarious. Good episode. But yeah, it's Clive. They play Clive, and I can't remember what Claire's name is. But they're sitting around the table, and she starts talking. It makes him feel bad, so he gets out of character. And she's like, "No, Phil, don't, the whole scene's funny." Anyway,
That show's just fantastic. Most of it's really good.
yeah. So anyway, next week we're
gonna do something.
We'll figure out something. So what we do now is I just come up with an idea, and then Jim says no and gives me an idea for the show. So that's kind of where we're at now,
Okay, so that happened this week.
and in the past,
Yeah, maybe.
which is fine. It takes the pressure off of me. I just name some random stuff now. I don't even think about it. I'm just like, oh, let's do movies with a blue sky, and you're like, well, how about this?
Oh.
I'll go with that. So there you go. Hopefully, we'll see what drink you're on next week if you're still with the whiskey sour.
Well, I'm going to be running out of whiskey. That bottle's going fast.
Yeah, I highly recommend a bourbon instead of the Canadian whiskey.
For example,
Any just a bourbon. I don't know, Buffalo Trace or
Buffalo Traits.
Trace.
Oh, it's like Buffalo Traits.
There's a few different ones. There's 100 different bourbons, but anything.
Okay.
I just recommend it,
Okay. And I said,
or even a rye whiskey.
well, I got this for free, so
Yeah, there you go. Whiskey's whiskey. I highly recommend.
free whiskey.
Yeah,
You can
I
get
always
free, I
recommend free
recommend that.
whiskey. But go 2 parts of the regular to 1 part of a Crown Peach, or a half a part of Crown Peach. I think you would like it. I really do. I know you're afraid to try something new because you might like it more.
That's the thing. I mean, because of this, I have to make more simple syrup.
Yeah, that's a chore.
I'm telling you, I might as well be making hummingbird nectar.
Yeah, hummingbird nectar is quite a bit sweeter.
Yeah, 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 instead of. Do you go 1-1 or you go 1.5 to 1?
1-1. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends what drinks. I have some jars of 1-1, some of 1.5, and some of 2, and then some of the brown Demerara sugar for some more for rum drinks and stuff like that for a little sweeter, kind of a different flavor to it. Yeah. You can store it in the fridge for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Or
well, you
more.
seem to have like 5 bottles of it. I made a quarter cup of it, and it lasted me a week. And I had like 5 drinks a day for.
I go half a teaspoon, half to 3/4 of an ounce. Not half a teaspoon, half or 3/4 of an ounce.
I do 3/4 of an ounce. I almost went an ounce in this.
Did you? Yeah.
No
You know it when you get a bitter lemon though. When you get a lemon that's a little bit off, you can tell
I
it
don't
in the
use fresh
taste.
lemon. I use lemon juice. I buy
Oh, you
lemons.
do? Oh, get some lemons, man. Oh, we got to get you over that hump.
No, it's it's like $1.29 to buy a big bottle like this. It's like
Yeah.
$1.29 to buy one lemon.
Yeah.
I get much more out of the bottle.
But it's not as good.
I don't care. I'm pretty happy with it.
Before the end of the world happens, I'm going to get you to try a cable car. We'll just have to have you buy a couple more alcohols. I might have to mail you some alcohol. Start mailing just stuff so you can
My
make drinks.
plan is coming together.
You're going to get a big case of lemons in the mail. Oh, that's
Damn,
hilarious.
lemon law.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the show for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We are Midlife Vices, the Booster Gold YouTube shows, and we will be back next week or the week
Maybe.
after. Hopefully next week. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.